Everyone loves a good football game. The strategy, the sense of accomplishment once you beat that team that you hate more than any other. Oh, and the tackles. Oh, the tackles. With a name like Backbreaker, you'd expect a lot of brutal hits. Backbreaker delivers. Oh, wait. This is the 360 version. This is Backbreaker 2, Vengeance, for the iPad and the iPhone. And it doesn't break nearly as many backs as you'd hope. This is one of those sometimes fun but mostly frustrating games that seem to be a growing trend on the iPad or the iPhone, which is a shame because many of them have so much potential. The game has two modes, Tackle Alley and Vengeance mode. Tackle Alley is the original game, where your objective is to get the ball to the end zone without getting pummeled into the ground by the defense. In Vengeance, the roles are reversed, and now it's your job to see that the receiver doesn't make it to the end zone alive. The difficulty ramps up significantly over the course of the 10 challenges in each mode, from the simple task of running the field unopposed or learning to hurdle over obstacles to having to run an intricate maze of different types of schmoes who want to put you into the ground. It presents a fun challenge, but because of the game's control mechanics, it can turn on a dime from an enjoyable endeavor to a red haze of anger ending with something getting broken. The problem with the controls is this. To move forward or backward and turn left and right, you tilt or turn the iPad or iPhone. Now, I'm a big fan of motion controls. I love the ability to guide your car in a racing game or increase your speed ever so slightly with a tilt, but making all movement controls tilt-based can make life incredibly difficult, especially when the responsiveness is as inconsistent as it is here. Several times I've flipped the iPad almost 90 degrees to the left, and my player would barely even turn, so I'd try again with a gentler touch, and I was really confused when he immediately veered off and went out of bounds. The other functions, such as jumping, trucking, and juking, are controlled with on-screen buttons, which usually work alright, but again the responses vary. Sometimes you'll have a perfect run, but others you'll jump when you want to duck, or slow down and start showboating when you're trying to sprint. It's the kind of error that after a while of continuous play will have you screaming obscenities at small children. Sometimes, however, glitches can work in your favor. I mean, not that this is a good thing, but every so often I find myself saved a great deal of hassle by someone charging me, but then passing straight through me like a ghost. In the end, sadly, this game isn't worth the $3 you'd spend on it. The amount of issues created by the controls and glitchy graphics, which, despite using all the processing power of the iPad, still look like something off the N64, leave almost all the fun you would have had with these game modes at the door. This, and the fact that Backbreaker is a football game where you don't actually play one game of football through the entire thing, make for an overall lackluster and unimpressive game. It gets a 2 out of 5.